What's going on, guys, and welcome to the very first ever Tastycast on Tasty Loot Gaming. In case you don't know, Tastycast is going to be a bi-weekly show where we sit around, we have a conversation. You might notice there's no video. We don't have that yet, but we're kind of aiming towards the podcast route, going towards iTunes, stuff like that, something you can listen to in the car, on your phone, whatever. But yeah, we're going to be doing this more regularly, talking about everything and all that shit about video games. But in case you don't know who the fuck I am, my name's Seth.
I'm Josh.
And I'm Chevy.
And we don't have Chris today. We'll have to make sure to have him on here soon. But yeah, I kind of just want to use this podcast as a way to kind of debrief all the things that's going on within the channel, gaming, what we're doing personally in gaming. We're not going to be sitting... I mean, this is all opinions, but mostly it's just talking about shit. Just having a conversation. No formatting, no editing, just straight up unadulterated conversation. One thing I want to do in every podcast that we do is or Tastycast is just kind of talk about for a little bit what we've been doing in games lately, because we all play a lot of games. We're all avid gamers. And yeah, I just want to kind of see what games you guys have been playing, what you're thinking of them, what games you want to play soon, anything you're looking forward to, blah blah blah. So I'll start off real quick. I played Stardew Valley a little bit recently, and I know you guys have been playing that as well. So let's talk about that real quick. What do you guys think of that game so far?
I absolutely fucking love it. It kind of scratches. It definitely scratches that itch that Harvest Moon has always scratched. But at the same time, it offers a lot more than I think that Harvest Moon offers.
It's a way deeper game.
Yeah. There's a lot more. There's the mechanics in it are a little bit more deep. It has a lot of what the fuck's it called when something's easier?
Streamlined.
Yeah. It has a lot of that in the game. It's not so much of a fucking hassle to do stuff.
That's what I noticed about it too. It's like I played Harvest Moon. I was never a huge fan of them back in the day, but I appreciate them, and it's really interesting to see somebody kind of tackle that on their own. One guy, I think it's really cool. But while I was playing it, I was like, man, this is a modern version of that idea, and it's really cool because it translates well. I like the animations. I think the systems work well, and it's actually a lot more deep than I thought it was going to be. I assumed it was going to be some little dinky game that some dude made, and it feels like a single player driven adventure that you're going through with your character. I don't know. I think it's really neat.
I absolutely love the art style in the game. It's like I just got to fall. And everything's fucking, like, the trees are purple and red.
I forgot it had seasons in it.
Swaying and the fucking breezes and shit, and leaves are falling. And I'm just, like looking around, and the music's playing. It has awesome music. And it not blows my mind, but I'm like, man, this is kind of pretty. Like, this is kind of neat looking. And it's just, it is deep. It's fuck, I mean, like, there's, I mean, you're in your second year, right?
I just started my second year, yeah.
And I'm assuming there's still places you haven't been yet.
There's still a lot of stuff I haven't done yet.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, I mean,
really?
And it's shit that takes years to unlock. Not years, but I mean, you have to be on your fucking shit doing it.
I mean, like, so, but I'm playing very, like, casually. I'm not, like, setting these goals to hit these checkpoints or anything. I'm just kind of like, I wake up, and I just kind of do whatever I feel like I want to do that day type of thing. I've already read a couple things online now where they tell you the optimal way to make money and the optimal way to do this, and I'm not interested. I'm playing the game organically, letting it happen. I'm going slower than most people. Who cares? Like, I have a blast.
I typically don't like to look up the most efficient way to do things in games anyway until I've experienced the game.
Fucking boring.
Because it kind of is a shortcut and just kind of makes the game... It gives me less time in the game because I've already accomplished everything so quickly. I like to kind of figure things out on my own, all that kind of thing. I have friends who are always like, "Oh, do you know about the glitch? You doing that yet?" Blah blah in whatever game, and I'm like, "I've heard of it, but I don't want to fucking do it because that's a real quick shortcut."
And to call them out, fucking IGN's the worst offender with some.
They're pretty bad.
Shit, like
they're pretty bad.
When that the Riot Shield glitch in Division happened, they were the first ones to report on that.
Hey guys, check this out. This is how you do it.
The new loot cave in Division, they're right there. They're like, this is how you fucking do it.
There's a loot cave in Division?
Yeah, it's like a boss surrounded by
3 henchmen.
Yeah, and like if you can kill the boss, run up and steal his gear. It's like level 30 superior gear.
You don't even have to rush; it'll stay there.
Yeah, like purple gear.
Okay.
And then you let his henchman kill you.
You respawn, and he respawns.
And he responds. So
Yeah.
you can
And
run
you
back
just keep
outside.
doing it.
And the safe house is literally like a block away from
It'll
where
be
you need to
fixed.
go.
Yeah, definitely.
So, like the loot cave was, and
Yeah.
then something else will fucking pop up.
It's the
Yeah,
nature of
but
those
they're
games, though.
they're bad. I think streamlining games like that, or looking up like the best way to make money, because like in Stardew Valley, it's like get these seeds and plant in fucking fields of 20. No, I don't even like farming.
Yeah.
See, I do.
Watering my crops is fucking boring.
I don't.
mean,
you don't have to water them anymore after a while.
well, with the sprinklers, like I got those shitty ones, and
They're bad.
4.
But the second and the last
The
one
Iridium
are
ones?
awesome.
Yeah, but like I mean, and maybe when I get those, then I'll be more like
The second one, even I think they're steel.
because
They're
like
great.
I'm just like sitting there, I'm like, this is fucking horse shit. And like watering your plants costs fucking energy. And like so by the time it's like 10 in the morning and my energy's fucking halfway gone. I'm like, Jesus. So now I gotta fucking pound down a fucking power bar made of shitty seeds that I fucking mined for my farm. And now I gotta fucking sit there and hope that I fucking don't pass out in the mine and fucking forget levels. You know how fucked up that is?
Well,
I like your finger up.
well, like,
Someone's ass movement.
it sounds like you're also attempting to put too much stuff into one day because
You gotta water every fucking day.
sure, but you don't have to farm if you don't want to.
Well,
either.
that's why I don't.
So sure.
It's very
but,
obvious Josh loves this game.
Passion.
I don't know.
baby.
The game offers a lot of avenues for people to play, though. I mean, like, if you want to do the farming, you can. If you just want to keep some animals alive, well, they make product that you can turn into money. You can do that. You can mine. You can fish. I mean, there's just a lot of play styles here.
That's what is actually impressing me about the game the most. Is
Yeah.
like Harvest Moon is crops,
And livestock.
Livestock.
and
yeah.
cows. And
Is there
chickens,
livestock
of course.
in Stardew Valley?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's all
I've
sorts
barely.
of shit.
So
There's-
people
5 chickens
listening
and
know
2
I've barely
ducks
played
right
the
now.
game. So
Yeah, there's like llamas and fucking. I think there's sheep.
I'm about to unlock rabbits.
And yeah, rabbits and fucking horses, which you can ride your horse.
To get around faster.
Yeah, to get around the
That's
town
cool.
faster.
that was one thing that drove me nuts when I first started playing. I'm
You
like,
unlock shortcuts,
You gotta
too.
Oh,
you're telling me I gotta walk around this place.
Yeah, the
all
place
the
is
time.
fucking big.
It's like go talk to 48 people or whatever. I'm like, oh
Well, it's
my
funny because
god.
especially
if you
with the-
unlock the sewer, you can go from the town over to by the Wizard's Tower. Even though it's not that far of a walk, but you can be down. Or am I getting that mixed up now?
Well, there is an entrance to the sewer down by the Wizard's Tower,
Yeah,
south
so
of the Wizard's Tower.
That entrance and then the sewer grate. It's just one path underneath the ground there.
Huh.
You also unlock the mine cart, which gets you straight to the mine, or to the blacksmith, or to the bus stop.
Yeah, which is
So
right
you can get
outside
around
your
really
farm.
quick after you start unlocking stuff. And that's one thing I was going to bring up earlier with the farming thing. That the game, at first, is time consuming. But as you play and your character levels up and you get better materials, the game starts becoming more and more convenient to play.
Yeah.
So you get rewarded.
My best thing was the fucking water can, because I upgraded the fucking watering can.
Yeah.
And
you
like
throw the water now.
yeah, and like and he holds it and he goes, whap, and it does the 3 squares instead of fucking click.
Yeah, I was wondering about
Click.
that.
I was
yeah.
like,
I think you
Jesus.
mentioned that to me.
Yeah, that's the
It's
first
just
upgrade.
straight
Eventually,
fucking-
you can just literally do like this whole field with it.
Jesus.
Just
Yeah.
fucking awful.
And
Yeah,
it takes,
but
it takes less energy
but by that time though, I mean you're fucking
using sprinklers.
yeah, and but yeah, like I think I'm gonna work more towards fucking just having a plantation of like fruit trees
Yeah.
and animals because I can do that.
Right. The game allows that.
And fucking and regular trees like pine trees because they each give you pine tar which you can sell and you can get and I'll have honeybees which I planted wildflowers around so I get that special kind of honey because honey is dependent on
Best
the fucking
kinds in the fall,
wildflower that you fucking plant around it.
Yeah, very deep game. One
Yeah.
guy made this. I mean, it's incredible.
Dude,
So-
it took them like 4 years. It's awesome.
And we've talked about it before, but they're going to implement multiplayer,
Yep.
which is something that interests me more so, because I played the game and I like it, but like it's a game that I feel like I'd want to play with other people.
Yeah.
How do you think they're going to go about that? Like, because I figure, of course, like you just load in with them and walk around, but there's some like storyline elements. Like, I don't know if it would just be like you're assisting or.
I think you just go to a host and you play their game.
Really?
Type of thing. I don't know if it's gonna be a server based thing or not. We'll
I
see.
think it'd be cool though
obviously.
to have like a farm that everybody's working
But
on.
he
'cause
had a
then
working model.
the energy resource management or whatever of your characters goes a lot
split
further.
up. Yep.
Yeah.
Actually, the video on his blog showed early multiplayer, and it had a chat box and everything, and he typed, "Hey, you clear the trees, I'll take out the rocks," and they took turns clearing out the field that way.
Okay.
So I mean, like you said, getting more done for more bang for your buck, energy wise.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I know. I believe Chucklefish is actually helping him implement because they want to do a 4-player co-op, or he wants to do a 4-player co-op.
Well, yeah, that's what I assumed.
Yeah.
Like that there'd be more than just 2 people. 2 people would be cool, but I think 4 would be really cool.
It's kind of off topic. Has anybody played? Speaking of Chucklefish, has anybody played Starbound recently?
I was kind of
I
waiting.
played Starbound when it came out, and then I stopped.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been kind of waiting to come back to it because I played it a lot when it first came out in early access, and they were adding stuff so quickly. I was kind of like, I'm gonna wait. So
It was like Ark.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's same idea though. I mean, that's really all. I mean, I can't say enough good things about Starbound. The game is really good. So.
Yeah, I mean, when Starbound came out, we all were like super hyped on. We're playing it, but like I remember we all played it like the first day, and then I stopped playing it for like a day or two because like I can't just like go nuts on a game anymore for some reason. Like I'm so like all over the place in games. I have to dabble everywhere a little bit. But by the time I came back, like everybody's like, here, and they're just like giving me stuff. Like here, I found stuff for you.
Which is not fun.
Here, and I'm like, well, this is turning me the fuck off.
Yeah.
Like,
It's
I
like
don't
hopping
play this.
into an MMO with your max level friend. And
Exactly.
Like, let me get you to max level so you can participate.
Let's rush you through the game, and it's like I
want to experience
appreciate
it. Yeah.
that you want me to get up there with you so you can play with me. That's cool, but at the same time, you're kind of wasting the whole experience if you're
Exactly.
just flying.
Yeah, and the
through it.
only time I ever do that is when I've already gotten like a max level character.
Yeah. Well, absolutely. At that point, it
like
doesn't matter.
Borderlands.
Oh, absolutely.
Fucking
I speed
power
level.
level me through Borderlands all you fucking want, because you know what? I played the shit out of that fucking
Right.
game.
Well, and that's the difference. If you're bringing someone in, like, a good example is speaking of another game that I believe all 3 of us are playing is The Division. A lot of people are already like completely max level. I think the first guy hit max level in the Dark Zone recently.
99 or whatever the hell.
Yeah, level 99.
I can't even, like you
Anarchy
said,
99.
sit there and crack out like that anymore.
No.
Besides the fact that it doesn't seem fun to me. I'm sure there's the oh, I did it, mentality, but like I'm only I'm level 16 in that game.
I'm
I think
12.
you're 12. I don't know what level you are.
I think I just hit 11.
Yeah, we're obviously not in a rush.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't want to be, man. Like, you're right, man. Games to me have turned into more of a, like a fucking, almost like a relaxing, I'm off work kind of like, and like I guess they've always kind of been like that. But like now it's like a time to wind down for me.
Well, when you're
Instead of just
younger or
fucking-
whatever, like in like high school and a little after high school, like you have a lot of fucking free time.
Right.
And when you're not like, doing stupid younger people shit, you're sitting there with all that free time just fucking devoting it to video games. A lot of people will always joke around, people our age and a little older, will always joke around about younger people being better at video games because for some reason they think age is a factor in that. It's not. It's the time devoted to the game because they have the free time.
practice makes
You
perfect.
practice and you play it more, you're going to be better at it
Yeah,
than
exactly.
someone who's not playing it. And the same thing for like for that amount of time you're allotting to a game, and how you're saying that like it's almost like a relaxing thing now. I'm in the same boat. I love playing video games. I play fucking a shitload of them all the time, different ones. But it's only when I don't have something like if I have some chill time to just hang out and fucking play a game, and that's how I enjoy it. But I'm not like I gotta get in there and fucking get to level 55 as soon as possible.
Yeah,
whatever the hell.
I used to set goals like that for myself.
Yeah.
Like fucking in Call of Duty, I'd be like, I'm going to Prestige today, and you know what? I'd grind the fuck out of that shit.
Yeah.
Or Guild Wars 2, I was like, I think I'm going to get up to level 60 today.
I remember the last time I had to really like set goals for myself in a game was when I was playing Final Fantasy 11 because it took so long to level in that game. And you get to a certain point, I'm like, I bet you I can hit that level in a couple hours. I'm just gonna keep playing, type of thing. I can't, and like we've said, I can't do it anymore. Like I want to come home, I just want to sit down and play a video game, and I want to thoroughly enjoy it.
Yeah.
As long as it's
Savor the flavor, don't fucking chug it
and as
down.
long as it has something to keep me going. Otherwise, I mean, what did I drop $60 on
and
this
it's,
for?
and it kind of really flip-flop for me because like I used to play like Call of Duty like fuck, I have like 35 minutes, I'm gonna slam in a couple matches, and
It's about 3.5 matches.
yeah, and then I fucking And then, but when I have hours and hours to play, like I'm not looking for that Call of Duty kind of game anymore. I am pounding down hours and hours of Stardew Valley. So I can just
when I get those chunks, I'm like, oh man, like I'm not playing Witcher right now, but like when I was playing Witcher 3, I was like, oh man, I can actually play Witcher now, because that's not a game you can go like, I'll play it for like 15, 20 minutes. You're not going to get anything done.
Yeah.
And you're going to ride a horse around, fucking call people fucking filth and kill them real quick, and that's it.
You know, and like Stardew Valley is kind of built for that, because just day by day it saves at the end of every day. But like, so at the same time, like I'm like, I feel like I'm more drawn to casual games when I have a lot more time than I am to like gnarly games. Except for Far Cry Primal, which I fucking sat down and marathoned.
Oh yeah, no, I did the same thing. You beat it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I fucking flew through that game, and it was just because how fun it was. But also at the same time, Division was coming out, and I was like, I have to get this done.
I'm just kind of fucked up. Like, yeah, like I remember I used to wait for fucking releases of games, and now I look at the fucking calendar now, and I'm like, Jesus Christ.
It's really funny how people, and I was also saying it for a while there, like a year or two ago, but I was like, man, this year's got a lot of games coming out. And then I found myself the next year going, man, this year's got a lot of games coming out.
Yeah.
And then the year after that, I'm like, man, this game's got a lot of games. I'm like, that's just it now. That's how it is. There's so many different people making fucking video games, where a bunch of companies have died off. We have so many like indie companies and bigger companies making multiple games now that like you have a new fucking game coming out. Just like Marvel movies and shit. You know, we're not talking about movies and stuff like that, but like there's like 6 fucking superhero movies coming out this year.
It's pretty crazy, yeah.
We're only in month 3, and fucking Division, Pokken, for like higher releases. Division, Pokken, Far Cry Primal, Dark Souls 3's coming out
soon
this month.
High profile.
Doom's coming out within the next couple months. I mean, it's out of control, man. Like,
no, it really is. And May, I forgot what games are coming out in May, but I remember at work you guys were talking about
4.
Yeah,
there's like 6 games though coming out in May.
Yeah.
Like fucking.
Also a crap ton of movies. That's gonna be a hard month.
And we're gonna be gone for a fucking
we're
week
going to
too.
California.
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of hard, it's gonna be fucking rough, because like, yeah, there's that, and then like summer happens and nothing really comes out during summer for some weird reason, considering people have a whole lot of free time.
People play outside.
I think people aren't in the house as much.
Yeah, but then of course August, September hits, and then that fucking
the holiday season.
Yeah, and then that fucking gnarly 8-game releases fucking happen again.
Oh yeah. I want to backtrack a little bit. You mentioned earlier like playing Far Cry because you knew the Division was coming out on Shotgun again.
Yeah.
And it reminds me of when you got Metal Gear Solid 5. And it wasn't quite the same reason, but you were like, I have to beat this before the spoilers.
I beat it the first week it came out because I didn't want anything spoiled for me.
Right. Mm-hmm. And that was one of the few times I have seen you just say, I have to play this. Like,
I have to beat it
now.
Yeah. Because I typically don't do that. I mean, I have Rainbow Six Siege. I played the beta a shitload. I played when it came out a little bit. I liked it. But like I just haven't been inclined to play it. I will come back and play it, but I'm not like I have to fucking play this. And I have a couple games like that right now. I mean, I have Just Cause 3 that I fucking love. It's awesome. I haven't touched that since really when it came out. Like
that was December.
Really? Was that long ago? Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that game's awesome. Like, but I know I can go back and play it because that game's just fucking fun. Like
that game is one of those games where you can just click it on for fucking like 40 minutes and then get a lot of shit fucking just exploded and have
just like tie a car to another car and blow some stuff up and just see some crazy shit and have fun for a second.
Stick into the sunset.
You look like you're gonna say something.
I'm just, obviously being our first time doing this, I'm just keeping an eye on the equipment here. It was lagging there for a second.
Okay.
So, there might be a hiccup in the audio.
Okay, well, we'll figure it out.
Witcher 3 is something that I beg of you to beat.
I need to even play it.
Really?
Real quick before we jump into that, I was saying May has a bunch of games coming out.
Right.
So it's Battleborn, Uncharted 4, Doom, Homefront: The Revolution, Mirror's Edge Catalyst, Overwatch, Dead Island. What the fuck is that? So yeah, it's like 5 games right there. They're all games I'm going to be buying.
Yeah.
Like,
my wallet is going to be freshly raped all fucking month.
But let's digress a sec. What other games have we been playing? Because I mean, we've talked this long for fucking about just Stardew Valley. Kind of.
Of course, The Division.
The Division. You actually just got UFC 2. Mm-hmm. What are you thinking about? Like,
I actually really like it. Like, a lot of people are like panning it. Thinking that, you know, and like...
Why Jinx that a stick up their asses rating everything a fucking 6 and below.
Recently, yeah. I don't think it deserves that 6 point, was it 2 or something like that. Low. I don't think it deserves that, just because it is a competent fighter.
It's actually a 3.
It is a competent fighter. The impacts are fucking gnarly.
Yeah.
When you deck somebody out, you're like, Jesus Christ, I killed that guy. And fights are fucking, they can get intense, like shit. I mean, its career mode is actually pretty competent too.
I haven't touched on it.
I really liked it because it 1 second. Oh no.
I think it's gonna sneeze. Sneeze. What?
Damn.
Get him wet, Shreggy. Well, hold on a second. To stop you for a split second. So I got a 6.2 or whatever. Do you think that's possibly because I think the game's awesome too, and I personally would give it a 6.2. But do you think you can understand somebody giving a 6.2 because really what you're getting when you're playing this game is a better looking game than we already got before, with some different mechanics?
People hand out 8.5s to Madden all the fucking time. We get those games fucking every year.
Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah, but and you could bring
NCAA
you could bring up Call of Duty too, but I defend Call of Duty a shitload because
I do too.
Because that's part of what you're paying for, I guess. Mm-hmm. But the UFC game, I'm playing it, and it's very much more the same, more than Call of Duty in my opinion, because you're literally fighters punching each other.
It's a sports game.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. There's not a whole lot of room to kind of grow from there, but. So I understand why they would rate it lower, just because there's nothing new and exciting about it for them, I guess.
Yeah.
But at the same time, they did add a game mode or a couple game modes. They did take their time with it, which I think it shows. I think it deserves a little bit more than 6.2.
Yeah.
But I also don't think it. I don't think it's like an 8 either, though. I think it 7 something would be fine.
I just think it's more mid 7s to low 7s. I mean, it's not. Again, it's a sports game, so there's not a whole lot there. I mean, it's you stepping in the ring with another guy or girl and just beating the shit out of them.
Can guys and girls fight?
No, and so it's but that knockout mode's really fucking fun. You're doing the best 3 out of 5 fights, and the fights load in really fast.
Yeah, for anybody who hasn't played UFC 2, there's a new mode where essentially you can set up how many hits your guy can take. Pretty much, he has a health bar. It can be from 1 to 5 hits or whatever. And if you get a good clock in on a dude, it'll take one of those away. If you have it on 1 and you hit them once, they go out. It's kind of a really fast, just get in there and fucking see some knockouts.
Sudden fucking hardcore, yeah.
And I actually think it's kind of neat because. The thrill of the fights in UFC are the either how fast the match can go or how long it can go, because you're holy shit, who's going to win? But in that mode, it's just kind of like playing Bushido Blade. You just fucking run in and fucking hit him and hope
something happens.
That you get a good hit and knock the guy out instantly.
Yeah.
It's a really cool mode. It's simple, but just like in FPS, I like hardcore modes, and that's literally what it is, in my opinion.
Exactly. It's a sport. It's a fighting game's take on hardcore mode, which was what Bushido Blade always was.
Yeah.
No, I think it's getting a lot of flack that it doesn't necessarily deserve. Like I said before, it's a fucking sports game, so there's not. Well, sports games are rigid. You can't add to them.
Yeah.
Unless it's like Blitz, where you have fake teams and
they
shit.
They just have slow increases on mechanics and stuff like that.
Exactly. There's really you're not gonna fucking in this year, if you fucking use this special card you bought from the store with fucking in-game money, then your fucking fists stretch all the way across the fucking ring like Dulcine from Street Fighter. You can't do shit like that because it's not built like that.
Yeah.
Really the only thing they can add is physics, graphics, and mechanics. You can't really change how the game is. It's just...
No, it's just about finding that sweet spot that makes you feel like you're actually being involved in a fight.
Yeah.
Well, the game's obviously being designed for people who are into UFC.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not necessarily. I'm sure they'd love if everyone bought it, but that's really. There's a focused audience on this. So.
Of course.
There's enough people that see a fight in UFC and think two dudes doing that because they've never seen a real fight before. They're like, that looks like sex or something weird. Like, they must be fucking. And it's like, no, that guy's trying to make sure that guy doesn't fucking punch his head in. So he's just holding his hands back while the other guy's fucking trying to overpower him.
Dick to face on top of one another.
But I mean, like those people aren't going to buy UFC. So
right.
It's definitely a niche crowd.
Oh, absolutely. I barely saw you guys play when I walked in today. So
the hair physics are phenomenal.
Yeah, and I've seen a couple gifs online of some of the impact to like the head and watching the neck bend and stuff, and it looks gorgeous. So, I mean, it's really
seeing someone get their ribs just knocked the fuck in them, like it's fucking bop, and then like you just see their shit ripple across. It's like the physics they had in Fight Night. By the way, they need to make a new Fight Night.
That game was actually pretty impressive.
Yeah, like Fight Night 3 when it
physics
first,
and stuff. Like when you get
came
punched,
out.
you see the skin move. It's like
Yeah,
that's
and you
crazy.
punch him in the face and like spit would come out and shit like that. Which they've just added and done better now. And I think they could do a amazing Fight Night now if they took their time.
The only problem with that though is boxing's kind of a dying thing.
Boxing is.
I mean,
UFC is
has
the
taken
hybrid.
over. Because it's truer to a real fight. People want to see. I mean, if they could, people would want to see people fucking killing each other. So like UFC is the closest thing to that.
Yeah.
Boxing is like a gentleman's agreement that neither of us will be a sissy and kick each other. Like fucking shake hands and start punching each other in the face. Like the guys with the mustache is like, yeah, she's like fucking. That was a mobster. That wasn't fucking planes in the skies.
Shake hands and punch each other in the face. Yeah. Boxing is dying. I mean, it is. I mean, like. The whole that one guy who can't read and fucking Pacquiao, their fucking fight. That guy's an idiot, and like people heard about it and it was fun, but like other than that, who gives a shit? Not a whole lot of people. I mean, like down in Vegas it was huge because it's Vegas, but it's not. I hear way more hype over a fucking Mirko Pro Cop versus fucking whoever the fuck else fight than anything that what is his fucking name anyway? Than anything that's boxing.
Right.
I mean,
I think there was like one big boxing match I heard of in the last like year.
Yeah.
So
it was Pacquiao.
Yeah,
Mayweather.
I don't think I've heard of it in years. It's like a fucking relic. It's like this artifact that was found. Like, oh yeah, boxing still exists.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I hear way more about even like the undercards and shit like that for the night. Those fights. I hear way more about those than fucking big boxing fights or fucking something like that. I understand like the popularity of boxing, but there's no fucking way that it's gonna live and survive for much longer. I think more people are gonna go to UFC than whatever the boxing.
I think it's a more dynamic sport. There's more that can happen. It's more exciting in my opinion. I think you can appreciate the sweet science of fucking mustachioed fucking barbershop quintet dudes fucking punch each other in the face like Irishmen, but
and fucking old Clint Eastwood fucking hit me with the jab. Alright,
back to gaming.
Yeah, no, let's stop talking about sports. What the fuck is this? Did either of you play XCOM 2?
No.
Negative. I watched you play it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only scene.
I was really enjoying that game, but that game's stupidly fucking hard. And I know it's kind of a thing for a while there on Reddit and everything on the internet or whatever, but it's so fucking frustrating, that game. To like aim at a dude who's like 2 blocks away, so like 5 feet from you. And it's like you have a 60 or 73% chance to hit this guy. And he fucking shoots and he misses, and the alien's just like, wah! Just like getting pissed because he's getting shot at, but he's not gonna get hurt. And then my person gets like a second shot in and still misses.
I love the picture that was floating around online where the person's barrel is in the fucking thing's mouth.
Yeah.
And it's like 60% hit chance. Like,
Yeah, that's that game in a fucking nutshell. The game is awesome, but like, and people, oh god, I went into some forum, I forgot, because like I was playing the game, I was like getting my fucking ass kicked, and I'm not like a beginner to games at all. So like, I played XCOM 1 a shitload, I loved it.
Yeah.
And then like, you know, I'm all about tactical fucking games and you know, making a plan, ambushes, Overwatch, stuff like that. And I'm playing it, my characters are dying like every 5 seconds. Some alien will just take over one chick, she'll freak the fuck out. She'll go to attack another chick on my team, because for some reason this game it only gives me females, which is fine. But that's all I get. I had one guy and he was bald. But she'll go to attack one chick in Overwatch will turn and fucking shoot her ass. And then she'll shoot my fucking chick. And then the one person I have left who's not shooting each other goes to shoot an alien 2 feet away, doesn't hit him.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is fucking crazy. So I went to forum, I'm looking up, and of course you have those assholes who are like,
I ain't never had a problem with it.
well, yeah, the game is a little difficult, but I'm playing it on the hardest difficulty, so...
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck you, you're playing on the easiest setting and
Yeah.
having problems with it. Fucking...
let me polish my monocle for a second.
Yeah, exactly.
Fuck you, idiot.
I was like, we're here to discuss, like, you know, is this game more difficult than it should be? Not whether or not you fucking... You can't acknowledge that the percentages are fucked. Like,
Yeah.
you know, I think the game's fun too, but like I can acknowledge this game is there's something up. Something up with it.
Well, and the fact that, you know, you go online and it's just a common recurring joke, so I mean...
Exactly. Like it's such a common thing that people are fucking coming together fucking as a community to go, this game's goddamn hard.
Right.
Like ridiculously hard.
And not in like that weird jokey Dark Souls kind of feel.
You guys excited for Dark Souls 3?
I am.
I'm always excited for a Souls game, and I can never play that.
Yeah, that's weird.
They're so... I love the idea of them, and I love watching people play them, but I'm such a jumpy person, I just can't do it, man.
Yeah, and those games too have like characters who will just like be sitting behind a bush, just like stand there forever.
Waiting for
As soon as you walk by, they're like, fucking just swing, trying to take your head off. It's like, Jesus, do you don't have any hobbies?
No, they don't.
Fucking do
That is
something.
their hobby.
They're undead. I mean, they got time to kill, baby.
If they're self-aware, if they can do things, they should be able to
It's just exciting because
do stuff.
the last two Dark Souls games were last gen. So,
Yeah, exactly, and that's why I'm excited about it. It's gonna look great, like fucking great.
yeah. And Bloodborne's a gorgeous game. So.
Dark Souls 2, I love that game. Like, it's so fucking good. So 3's gonna be dope. Bloodborne is gorgeous, and I like Bloodborne, but like for some reason when I was playing Bloodborne, I just wanted to play Dark Souls.
Yeah, I think Dark Souls to me just feels, I don't know, like I like Bloodborne also.
It's great.
It was very I just like the more fuck, I can't really name it. It just feels like it's more like medievally, like Dark Souls.
Oh, it
I love
absolutely
the
is.
fucking. I love it when you get like gnarly pieces of armor and.
Well, I
fucking
love the
shit.
visual aesthetic of the game. I'm also a huge fan of the anime Berserk, and it's actually a lot of the design is influenced by Berserk. So, and I can totally tell. So I'm just at home when I play Dark Souls. I'm like, this game is fucking sweet. Super ominous and eerie and creepy, but also like your character looks badass, like the armor, stuff like that, and all the many amounts of weapons and shit.
Yeah.
Plus shield combat, all that kind of like, I don't know, the combat just feels a lot more fleshed out. Whereas like in Bloodborne, and like I said, this isn't trying to discredit Bloodborne. I love Bloodborne, but Bloodborne was more like, hey, let's take that game we made and just make it more hyper and kinetic.
Which I think they did a great job on, actually. They
did.
The one thing I love about Bloodborne is I was really worried they were essentially going to make another Souls game.
Yeah.
It's very, very close.
There's some-
But they've done enough
identity.
changes. It completely has its own identity.
You can't play it exactly the same as you would Dark Souls.
So I mean, it was really refreshing to see that they were capable of not just like using the same tricks essentially to make a game with a different name.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I thought that was really impressive.
So I have two things that's going to kind of blow everything off the rails.
Uh-huh.
First off, what do we think of the rumor of Red Dead Redemption 2 showing up at EA?
haven't heard about it.
There's a bunch of rumors going around right now that the E3 we're going to see Red Dead Redemption 2.
E3, not EA.
That's awesome. That's awesome fucking news. We talked about that a little bit at work, but Red Dead Redemption was awesome, and I loved Red Dead Revolver. I played that game back in the day, and they're not even the same type of game at this point. But Red Dead Redemption is such a unique flavor in games.
Western.
Well, there's not a whole lot of Western games, so like they did it and they fucking just destroyed it. Like, there's nothing comes close. Gun, who gives a fuck?
I enjoy playing Red Dead more than I do Grand Theft Auto personally. So.
And it's funny because like Grand Theft Auto 5 is a really good tie between Red Dead Redemption and Grand Theft Auto for me, wanting to play the two games.
Yeah.
But like, I would play Red Dead Redemption over every other Grand Theft Auto easily. I mean, it's just it's something that you don't. It's a, like I said, it's a flavor you don't get in gaming very often. Of riding horses through the desert and dealing with revolvers and lever action, fucking guns, and just that whole style of like Sergio Leone type like movies. I wasn't, I didn't care about the storyline too much. It worked. It was serviceable. But like the gameplay, and then the online was fucking awesome. That's also something I'm very excited about. If we do get Red Dead Redemption 2 soon, because I know we're gonna get it.
Of GTA Online.
GTA Online is fucking fantastic. It's a really cool idea, and it was just a evolution of what they did in Red Dead Redemption.
Right.
So to see what they learned from that game to Grand Theft Auto to a new Red Dead Redemption, I can't wait, because that was my favorite part, to be honest, of Red Dead Redemption was the online. The single player is fun, it's awesome, but the online was fucking dope.
The thing about, man, like, and even Red Dead Redemption, did you ever play Nightmare?
Yeah.
Whatever the fuck it was.
That was a full-fledged fucking game.
It was like a reskinning of fucking. It was crazy.
Yeah.
Like it. Fucking,
Well, you had its own storyline and all this weird shit.
It was like it had nothing to do with the original game, except for the characters, of course.
There's Bigfoot in it.
Yeah, but then which was the saddest fucking storyline ever, and yeah, it was fucking awesome. Some of my favorite moments in fucking like online play is in fucking Red Dead Redemption, just riding around and fucking trolling people or getting fucking trolled or something like that. Or
there's just something really fun about riding a horse and shooting at people while they're shooting at you and stuff like that. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, but the weird dude, the unexpected, every once in a while you fucking lose your horse. Cause
your horse gets shot in his face and his face plants in the ground.
Or when you shoot your own horse in the fucking head. I've done that once.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, so I'm super.
Well, and me and you talked about this a little bit too, but like, I was saying that they're gonna have to expand upon the game. They can't just re-release another Red Dead Redemption game and just be like, it's better looking. But Rockstar never do that. They never have. They always are enhancing, expanding their systems, mechanics, engine, everything. I mean, Grand Theft Auto 5 is a fucking technical feat.
Especially when it came out on the 360 and the PS3.
Yeah, that shit shouldn't have even been on there, because I played it on PS4 and seeing it on PC, I'm like, this was meant for this. Like, this is just like when I saw The Last of Us on PS4. I'm like, this is a PS4 game that was made for PS3. But I'm wondering how much they can expand on, because like they could either go further into the future and give you newer technologies, but then it kind of loses its Western feeling. They go back further, but then you lose out on the theme and the era that kind of defines the game. So I'm thinking,
keep it and play different characters.
But I'm thinking of like what they could do to make the game even bigger and bolder though. And one thing I was thinking of is more mechanics.
Yeah.
So like it'd be cool if there's like stagecoaches and shit, and you could like jump from those and other things like that, or jump from horse to horse or whatever. That'd be a cool new mechanic. More stuff with the rope that you could already use in only single player, right? You couldn't use that in multiplayer?
Correct. Yeah, I really wish you could use it in fucking multiplayer, but I think people would just ride around with other people.
That was probably an anti-troll measure.
Yeah, which sucks though, because I just wanted to fucking drag people around. I know there's like Model T cars or whatever being made at that time, so
you actually ride in one.
Yeah,
you don't drive it,
you
but you don't ride in it.
And I don't want to turn it into Grand Theft Auto, but maybe in like certain areas, like towns, wherever, you could maybe get in a car and drive it.
Like a bike or something like that. I mean, 'cause bikes were there back then.
Except for, I can't really. I mean, I would get on bikes. I love riding bikes and video games for some reason. I don't fucking know why. As soon as I see one, I'm like, I'm taking that. But
I'll get out of my fucking Lamborghini and fucking
I'm just like,
and fucking rob some asshole of his fucking BMX.
Right.
But when you have a horse versus that, I feel like the horse would trump it, because everybody wants to ride the horse that's faster. It's it's more interesting, I guess.
Well, plus, the horse was done really well in that game too.
Yeah.
I love that, especially in shootouts, that you could hold the run button and it would just follow your waypoint marker while you could still do your thing. It was really intuitive.
Same with like that was like the first game where like following missions didn't bother the fuck out of me because of because you can just fucking hold on or hold the walk or run button, which was X or A, of course, and then your horse would just follow their pace.
Yeah.
Like that and The Witcher 3 are the only games I fucking absolutely don't mind being with someone because
dude, no, The Witcher 3 is amazing in that regard. Like
They
I was like
run with
walking
you.
with someone, they're walking my speed. I'm like, oh, this is bad. And then I go to run. All of a sudden, they're running. I'm like, holy shit, I'm in control of the pace. This is amazing.
yeah, like
It's such a
they'll
weird. It sucks that that's like a weird concept.
That should be so common.
Yeah,
It's stupid.
exactly. Escort missions are literally the worst cliche
Oh,
missions
God.
in any game ever.
Yeah.
Hands down. Hands down. And then my second piece was have you guys heard of the this is going back to Torchlight 2. Have you guys heard of the Synergies mod for it?
No.
They've added like hundreds of monsters, hundreds of pieces of gear, a whole nother act at the end of the
Does that game
game.
need more gear?
Plus they added a new class, the Necromancer, with its own tree. 2 more on the way, a Paladin and Warlock. And they added endgame raids.
It's amazing that company hasn't supported that game.
Yeah,
Like, it's a completely solid game. It's awesome. I will
Yeah.
defend it to the fucking death. It's
Apparently
one of
the
the
modding community's doing
It is one of the
well.
best fucking top-down, like, loot-driven
Oh yeah, I love
action RPGs out there, like Diablo.
it. The only thing I don't like about it that Diablo has it beat, it is fucking chaos in multiplayer.
Yeah. It is
Dude,
fucking-
yeah.
Well,
I mean,
Diablo
well,
just
just
chaos, though. Like, it fucking...
Especially in, like-
it feels
in,
manageable
like-
still though.
I don't know, man. There's times in heaven when fucking those assholes are dropping meteors and shit, and fucking, I'm like, oh shit.
I've
and
never
I'm just
once
fucking getting
lost my character in Diablo though.
Yeah.
I've lost my fucking character.
Yeah,
in
I think the
Torchlight.
bigger difference though is how much, just like in Left 4 Dead, how much time they put into making every character look different,
Yeah.
but also making your moves very distinguishable, so you know what's going on
Yeah,
constantly.
that ties a lot
Whereas
to
in
that.
like Torchlight, I don't think the game looks great. I love the way it
sure,
looks,
it's
but
a
like
great
they didn't put as much time into that. So you have a lot of effects going on, a lot of shit going on constantly. There's fire effects everywhere. There's things blowing up.
fucking, yeah, shit all over the fucking place.
Yeah, so I
and there's
completely
lots
understand
of
that.
creatures and shit on screen at one time.
But yeah, so for a game that's so fucking stellar and awesome, it blows my mind. It's successful. It blows my mind that they didn't support that game.
yeah.
Like I'm not even like, oh fuck them, they should have, because the game's great. You can play it from beginning to end and be done with it. But like it just kind of is very surprising to me. I know they're making that new game that we've covered before. That's like a platform or whatever.
Yeah.
You were not so
I'm
interested in
not
it.
interested.
Oh yeah, you were just like, where's Torchlight 3?
It was very, very, very hard to find my give a fuck with that fucking game.
Did the Torchlight mobile game ever come out?
I don't think so.
I don't know.
So we'll look it up on the old App Store.
Yeah. But no, I would love to see those guys actually make another Torchlight. It just kind of sucks that the modding community obviously wants to keep playing it.
Yeah.
There are people. There's a demand.
There's definitely demand. Absolutely.
So
No, that mod sounds cool. It just kind of blows my mind that they're left to the task of doing it. But at the same time, modders want to do that shit. So in
Yeah.
a way, if they can keep it balanced and make it awesome and make it feel official, good on them.
And make it like clean and a lot of people mod, like when the whole debacle when Grand Theft Auto 5 first came out, people were trying to mod it, and Rockstar was like, hey, cut the shit. Like Runic Games, fucking Runic Games pretty much was, they're like fucking Bethesda, and they're like, here's the fucking tools, do what you want with it. And that's why there's such a gnarly fucking modding community for Skyrim and every Bethesda game.
Yeah.
And same with fucking Runic Games. They're just like, you guys want to make something, fucking make it. Who gives a shit? So it's nice to see them actually support it in that way, but not like support it as in trying to make DLC and shit for it.
Yeah.
I don't think it had any DLC at all.
no, I think it's just a cut and dry product.
Yeah.
So
It's really surprising.
Fun.
the
Sucks.
mobile game, by the way, no information. It just says coming soon.
Yeah, I heard about that. I was like, holy shit. Like,
Yeah.
a Torchlight game.
Yeah, coming soon after that fucking shit, whatever the fuck they're making now.
Going back a little bit, because I had a random thing I was thinking about when we're talking about Red Dead Redemption. I want Max Payne fucking 4.
That'd be dope.
I still haven't played 3.
Max Payne 3 was fucking amazing.
You should play Max Payne 3 because it's just a fucking stellar game. Like, it's just not bad in any way. It's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's like a cut and dry fucking single player game. Multiplayer is awesome too, but like single player, play from beginning to end. It's got a storyline. It's really interesting. The gameplay's fucking awesome. Soundtrack's phenomenal. It's just that just shows me like if Grand Theft Auto is their magnum opus, this fucking big thing of like, holy shit, this is what games can achieve. Mad Max is their pet project, art house.
Max Payne,
not Mad Max.
Mad Max. Max Payne is their more focused like pet project. Like this is what we really wanted to do. We wanted to express cinematic storytelling and cool mechanics and a visceral experience with a great soundtrack. Like I don't know, I fucking loved it.
And they do it fucking. It's stellar. You're right. Stellar is a really good way to fucking put it.
I just feel like it's a game that should be celebrated. Like it's an awesome game.
Yeah, I'd really, really like to see them turn their attention to that kind of detail. To Midnight Club.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's a game.
Rest in peace.
Where'd that go?
Don't say that.
Except for I brought that up to Brandon, and he was saying that like, oh, they made one back in like 2009 or something like that, or 10. And I was like, really? I mean, like looked it up and sure shit they did. But I don't remember it, so I mean, I think that's kind of the reason why we don't have one.
I'm pretty sure remember table tennis more than that. So
Me too. The last Midnight Club I remember, the last fucking Mad Max 3 I remember is Dub Edition.
Yeah,
Mad
which was
Max
for
Dub
Xbox.
Edition.
that game was awesome.
Yeah, it was fucking rad.
The thing that was cool about it is it just took. It was just so unapologetic about being a ridiculous arcade racer in an open world, and like having classes as vehicles or vehicles as classes was an interesting thing. You had the SUVs that could
special
blast
moves.
through people.
Yeah.
Shit. You had I think one car that would go up on its 2 wheels or something like that and go
Well,
between.
It would honk. There's the SUV which would push just every fucking thing out of the way.
Yeah.
There was the rice burners which would slow down time. And then there was one where you honked, and then all the traffic just went fucking and just hugged to the side of the road.
I mean, they can totally they can expand on that even more and have like way more like perks like that.
Mm-hmm.
But also like maybe have like, and I'm thinking like Diablo now, but like for every one of those have like certain things that can happen with it too, like modifiers, and like just be able to build up like almost like a build on your vehicle.
Yeah.
That'd be a ridiculous idea, but it would fucking work. It'd be cool.
Yeah, and if anybody could make it fucking work, it'd be Rockstar.
If they cared enough.
They are very meticulous. So.
They make so many fucking random games. There's like, they made that,
Yeah.
and then they just don't touch it again. Like, here's table tennis.
That people loved.
Yeah,
Why?
people love the table tennis games.
I remember seeing just the fucking case of that when the 360 first came out. It was like the first game released for 360. And it's just like 2 ping pong fucking paddles and a ball. And I'm like, Rockstar.
Get off your fucking asses and make a Grand Theft
Is
Auto.
there hookers in there? Or like,
Yeah.
That's what the paddles are for, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they did Smuggler's Run 1 and 2.
Oh,
Where
yeah.
the fuck are those
I
at?
don't know. Those are fun games.
They're alright, but I mean, like,
Those cops and
who the hell
robbers.
at Rockstar was like, hey, let's do that.
Yeah.
They made State of Emergency, which can fucking stay in hell.
I
where it
can choke
belongs.
on dicks. Yeah.
I
that game-
remember when I worked at GameStop, people would come in and it was in the it was $1.
Mhm.
So many people had returned and traded it back in, and I'd randomly get a person who'd grab it, put it on the counter, and every time I kind of push it back towards them and be like, "Don't do it."
State of Emergency?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, fuck, dude, you're saving lives. Because I remember it was right after like Grand Theft Auto. Is that right after, right before Grand Theft Auto 3? But that hype of Grand Theft Auto 3, I was like, holy shit, I need another Rockstar game. And then I got it, I'm like, this game, like, and I was in denial for fucking
They
weeks.
actually popped a bunch of stuff out around then.
That game, honestly,
It's running around as a fat juggalo.
I mean, don't think less of me. That game, honestly, is one of my guilty pleasures of
Really?
Play PS2 Xbox.
You should feel guilty.
Dude,
Oh my God,
dude, that game's fun for me, man.
I fucking
Or just
literally
kicking the shit out of people in suits.
I understand
and
Manhunt way more than Civ.
I literally
Yeah,
brainwashed.
Manhunt was around
I
that time.
brainwashed myself to think that game was fun for the longest time,
Mm-hmm.
and finally I just couldn't do it anymore. I was like, I am not enjoying myself when I play this game.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I just enjoy it, and it's only the first level I like playing. I don't like fucking any... Because then, like, the difficulty ramps up to the point where you just don't have fun anymore.
Mm.
And, like, the fucking agents are just crazy now and fucking shit like that. So only the mall is fun for me. I just like running around just chopping people with a fucking sword.
Yeah.
It seems like when they're in the they're making a Grand Theft Auto, and they get to like a point where people are like, "Oh, well, we don't need as many people." They're like, "Well, you guys work on a little pet project or something," and that seems to be the result. I mean, that if I had to guess, because like you said, it's so random and sporadic.
Well, like Smuggler's Run.
Yeah.
They literally just took the engine, the driving engine of like Grand Theft Auto, and fucking made a buggy game where you run from the cops.
Yeah.
They, it's Rockstar, so there has to be some kind of grittiness to it. Like, oh, cops are after you. I mean, the only one they didn't do that with was fucking table tennis. Like, there's nothing there. But Manhunt also, I completely fucking forgot. Or Bully.
Yeah.
They could have.
Bully.
Bully's supposed to be good.
Bully was fun.
Bully was good.
It's a
It
really
was good.
interesting,
It was-
super fucking unique game.
It was a pretty competent fighter, and fucking, like, you did a bunch of weird shit in it.
It's a fighter?
You could
Like a
fight.
brawler?
Yeah, it was a pretty
I think it's
competent
kind of
brawler.
an amalgamation of brawler, but also like not point and click, but like an adventure game.
Yeah,
because it almost reminded me of, like,
explore,
Willy
you
Beamish.
fucking- yeah.
You remember that game?
Yeah.
I can't believe I
You're
even
dating
remember
us
that
right now.
Yeah, I haven't thought about that game in years, and just thinking about Bully for some reason made me think of that game.
Fucking Atari, never mind.
Sega CD, baby.
CD, yeah.
I was thinking of Driver.
Oh, he's going even further back. Okay, I'm gonna go
No, I
Atari
was
if
like-
you could bring up Sega CD.
No, I was thinking of Driver. They need to make another Driver.
Yeah, the last one they did was interesting, but
It
I
was
feel like
a
it
unique
took
take.
too far away from the
The
actual...
fucking story was horseshit, but like it was fun.
No, it was a fun driving game, but like from where Driver kind of evolved to, from 1, 2, and 3, 3 was awesome.
Which is weird because I was like the universally bad one, which I don't understand.
Yeah, a lot of people didn't like it. I liked it a lot.
I did too. It
which
did
is
a lot of
weird.
things. Games weren't fucking.
But I
well.
also fucking loved The Getaway, and The Getaway did okay.
Yeah,
One of the first games I ever played
I
with
love
cover.
The Getaway too. Yeah. Other than Winback.
Oh god, yeah, no fucking win back. But yeah, Bully. They could totally make a new one of those. Manhunt. The thing that's interesting about that is I almost feel like that era of Rockstar's dead.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, hyper violent.
The like trying to see what the fuck we can get away with thing.
Yeah.
Like even in Grand Theft Auto, there's a lot of the stuff from like that's thematic, like from the older games of like all the stupid names that are like really immature and like dick jokes, stuff like that. Like everything's just a dick joke. But they've kind of strayed away from it in 5. 5 is taking itself serious, but still has to keep some of those things because that's
like
part
the
of the
torture
world.
scene and stuff. Yeah.
Well,
That torture scene
yeah,
fucking bothered me.
but like
Is that weird?
what was the one of the Grand Theft Autos with dirt bikes in it?
3.
San Andreas?
What was the name of the dirt bike?
Sanchez.
Dirty Sanchez.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like
Yeah,
stupid shit like
Sanchez,
that.
Yeah.
Like back then they're
The
like
fucking ice cream
it was like
trucks.
this South Park era, like let's
Yeah.
fucking make all these stupid jokes, and now like they're not they're there because those vehicles exist in Grand Theft Auto's universe, but they're less like, hey, go check out this fucking weird dick joke building or whatever.
Yeah. Well, yeah. In Vice City, when it got dark, there's dicks and lights.
Yeah, exactly.
On the fucking building.
The
fucking buggy was called the Beef Injector.
Yeah, exactly.
The Tasty Cream truck was fucking 2 ice cream cones that looked like tits because they had cherries on top.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, yeah, shit like that.
And 5 obviously has its own like brand of humor or whatever, but I feel like it's more of a social commentary on a lot of things.
Yeah.
Like the whole Facebook mission where you got to go blow the guy up or
Fucking
whatever.
destroy him.
It's
Yeah.
ridiculous and violent, but it's less about like let's see how fucked up we can be, and more like this whole group of people, the Silicon Valley people, are all fucking dorks, and like you're gonna go to the building and talk with all these like weird like cargo short wearing fucking like, hey bro, let's play hacky sack.
Riding a Razor scooter around. Yeah, and Michael's just like he's a bank robber, old school. He doesn't know how to deal with these fucking idiots.
I just feel like that kind of stuff has evolved and matured with gaming.
One thing that Rockstar I always thought was funny, and they did, they do well, is like, if they're, I don't remember what the controversy for 3 was, probably just how violent it was.
Those hookers.
They
That's one of the biggest problems.
3D.
Yeah, they just add that to Vice City, so like that part's in Vice City, and then like in San Andreas, the whole hot coffee thing. You can literally, it shows you fucking women in 4, like, and it shows guys' dicks and shit. Like, it's really weird how like that evolved.
Yeah.
Like now people are I mean that's just kind of social.
Well, the medium
social
of
commentary
of gaming has evolved and matured.
Yeah.
Before they used to think of video games as toys for children. They're not.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a
They're
medium.
virtually every house now. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's a medium, just like movies. So like before, all those things that they were bitching about was a new thing. They're like, this doesn't belong in a kid's game. Well, it's not a kid's game. It never was. But nowadays, we're so far past that because we've gone over those hurdles.
Yep.
And we're like, you know, what else can be brought up that is so offensive nowadays?
Well, it's funny 'cause you can
Not a
definitely
lot.
thank Rockstar for that
Oh, yeah.
because of their push. Stuff like Manhunt is ridiculous.
They're the
in its violence.
They're the Marilyn Manson of fucking video games and the Pirate Bay of video games. Like,
they
if anyone got a bunch of heat aside from Mortal Kombat, it was Rockstar.
They've pushed the envelope fucking pretty far.
Because people were always bitching about what you could do in a fucking Grand Theft Auto, and they kept making them.
Yeah, in fact, you didn't really hear anything about Grand Theft Auto 5. You heard shit about Mortal Kombat 10, though.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. You even heard shit about Miami Hotline 2.
Yeah.
Faux rape
Hotline
scene.
Miami.
Hotline
That
Miami.
fucking tripped me. I was like, what game?
No, well, and it's
too.
funny for like the way that game looks, how like grossly violent it is.
Yeah,
They did a good
it-
job with the pixel art for sure.
Yeah, oh yeah, it is pretty fucking violent, man. Like, I don't know, when you fucking, and the music just makes it like way more intense.
The music
like,
is half the game.
Yeah, that's what Seth was saying.
Yeah.
Is that the soundtrack is fucking half the game. Like, there's times like I'm like I have to fucking kill him. Like, I don't know, like I get crazy.
It almost works against you though, because like you'll start a fucking level, it's like you fucking just like fuck, you just like run in the door and it shoots you. And it's like
Cocaine for the
you're
ears.
just like, holy shit, what happened? I gotta do that again. And like as soon as it loads, you're already running in the building, and you fucking turn and go, boom, you fucking blow that guy away. But then someone runs up and fucking cracks you out with a fucking baseball bat, and you're like, dead again. And you're like, what the fuck? And it's like,
the music's still so going. So you just hit
shit.
fucking let's do this again. You just fucking.
And it just turns into trials where you're just like your hands muscle memory is what's beating the level. Not
Yeah,
you. You're just
there's this fucking
taking it
level in the second one where like you play all 4 of one of the story arcs. You play 4 people, and there's one level you play all 4. They're going through levels of this fucking.
Yeah, I played that one.
Dude, that mission's fucking intense.
It's cool, yeah.
And the thing that game does so fucking well is like it becomes a puzzle game almost.
It is completely a puzzle.
Yeah, it's like you got to really like understand like where enemies are, how you need to deal with
where they're
them.
going. If you can take this dude out in the same amount of time, you can get over to that guy before this guy comes in.
and
All that
fucking
shit.
throw this fucking bat at the dog, you know. So it fucking.
I've literally
goes down
like pieced together my strategy as I went. I'd run in, boom, kill that guy. Run in, boom, kill that guy. Kill this guy, dead. Okay, boom, kill that guy. That guy, fucking throw over here.
Yeah.
And then that didn't work. Boom, dead. And then I fucking do that, and until I beat the level.
Yeah, and your whole strategy just evolves.
Yeah.
Pretty like organically, and then like, but that game has such a good. They know when to like throw like a little monkey wrench into your fucking issues, because like I'll do the same thing fucking 20 times throughout this fucking level. And the one time I got there like a second too early or a second too fucking late, and I shot the gun, and a dude from way over here fucking heard it. So now he's busting in, and fucking, I'm like, fucking, I gotta deal with this fucking idiot. No, that game is fucking awesome.
Yeah, I was talking about it makes me want to play it, because I never beat it. I bought it, and I played it, and I fucking loved it.
I never played the second one. I watched you guys play the
Second one's the first one was better.
Yeah.
There's a lot of really creative
It's
characters
literally
in
almost
it.
like what a sequel fucking should be. It's
There's
literally,
like do the chainsaw, I think. Isn't there like a fucking 2-person?
yeah, there's like a 2-person crew.
One
like
guy's got a
like,
chainsaw, one guy's
one
got a
of them
gun.
has a chainsaw, yeah, and then one of them has a gun.
Yeah.
And they just follow each other throughout the fucking
Yeah, it's creepy.
building. Yeah.
And then the dude with the bear mask has the fucking two
The
Uzis.
2 guns, and he can spread
And he
them
can, like,
fucking
shoot and turn
like
and stuff.
Matrix and
That's
shit.
fucking
Yeah.
awesome. That's one of my favorite ones.
The zebra can fucking dive. Like, they all had their own. It was literally...
The tiger fucking just... Whap, fucking
kills
kills people in one hit.
Yeah, they literally took the fucking all the moves that fucking you have from the first one and just put them into different characters.
Yeah,
and like later on, it's like you almost get like a loadout because like you play a mob boss's son, and it's actually the son of the mob boss you kill in the first one. And you play him, and like he has like different like loadouts. So you'll start the game with you'll start the level with a katana and a fucking silenced pistol or something like that.
Yeah.
And then another one you start with a fucking like a fucking machine gun or some weird shit. But yeah, it was. They literally took everything from the first one and just made it better. I mean, even the music's better. The fucking pixel art's fucking better. AI's better. The only thing
even though the AI in the game is literally not alerted.
yeah,
Like they just walk and then and they'll start running and fucking shooting and shit. It's like,
which makes sense. I mean, it'd be weird if fucking you just saw a bunch of like dead.
I
dead
actually
people.
don't. I think it would fucking hurt the game if they made a more advanced AI.
Yeah,
because the chaos of the game is what makes it fun with the music. Like if you had guys running behind cover and shit, and like there was a cover mechanic for your guy or something like that,
it would not be the same game anymore.
It would take away from the hyper fucking feeling.
Yeah, but there's no fucking better feeling than there's 4 guys in a room. You kick open the door, you knock one down, and fucking walk over, just fucking start swinging a bat around and fucking wipe out 3 more guys. And you have to go over here and fucking crack the first guy in the head because the doors don't kill people.
One of the best strategy in the whole game is just stand in a doorway with a melee weapon, and as they come in, just fucking swinging in their faces as they come in. Yeah. Except for there's always some asshole who, from a diagonal fucking point of view, is able to just go like he's running, he's like and just kills you.
Yeah, or like the door swings open the fucking the wrong way. I fucking had it where it was like it fucking swung open one way, knocked out like 3 people. And like I'm sitting there and you have to do that stupid kill fucking animation for each one of them. Yeah, and fucking like I'm like he's gonna wake up, and fucking the guy wakes up, fucking boom. Fuck. But yeah, that game is fucking radical.
Those are the same guys that make Broforce, right?
Broforce, yeah.
Yeah. And I don't want to talk about Broforce too much because we're going to be talking about that next week on fucking Plus Club.
I'm just gonna say you can tell that they made it. Each level seems like almost like a Hotline Miami level.
Hotline Brain.
Yeah, and
don't.
Yeah, no,
and yeah, so you can totally tell it's the same people.
Well, it's funny too because when I played
Broforce
originally, the free version, I thought it was a neat game, or whatever. But like playing this, the actual game that's on PlayStation Plus, just how chaotic it is and how crazy it is, and the pixel art, stuff like that. Mm-hmm. It doesn't seem just like Hotline Miami.
Yeah.
But you can tell that this is something they do. They like making retro pixel art style games that are just chaotic and just don't take themselves too serious. Even though Hotline Miami 2 has some pretty fucking disturbing themes going on.
Pretty intense parts, yeah.
The weird dark trippiness of it, and just like everything's being really creepy with all the phone calls and killing people.
The nuclear holocaust that fucking happens, and
is that a thing?
I guess you know now. So yes, it is.
Okay.
In the end, like during the credits, you're just like sitting there in fucking Hawaii, or one of the characters, and it's like fucking the TV comes on. It's like this is not a drill. Russia has attacked, and then your guy like looks out, and then like you see just bright light through the fucking window, and fucking you just watch the nuclear fucking blast wipe out the house you're in, and then like every character that you play during the game, you're like. Fucking, they're just like doing their own thing, and fucking the nuclear blast just wiping them out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, damn, it's like playing this fucking dum 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 dum, like fucking creepy music.
Weird fucking wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Creepy music.
Horse stepping. That's what that song's called.
Is it?
Yeah.
Sounds like it. Yeah, I think we should start wrapping this up a little bit though. What did you guys think of doing this podcast?
I actually liked it. It was kind of fun to not necessarily have structure. We can just kind
Yeah.
of just bullshit.
That's what I'm like about it too. It feels more like an actual conversation or whatever. We talk about random things without having to worry about time.
Which is what we do normally, so it is
Yeah.
kind of nice to just have a recorded file on it.
Definitely. And we are planning on putting this on iTunes at some point.
Yeah,
We've looked
once we
into
get it all figured out, yeah.
Yeah, because I want to try and get our stuff into different areas so people can hear it. I was thinking it'd be kind of cool to just be able to listen to audio and not have to worry about the video.
Yeah, and unless you have YouTube Red, they got to keep the video open to listen to this right now. If you put it on YouTube, so.
Yeah, exactly.
When you put it on YouTube. So it'd be nice to have a medium that someone doesn't have to keep their phone on, the screen on to listen to this. So.
Definitely. So yeah, like I said, we just started doing this. It's the first time we did it, and I think it went pretty well. We'll definitely be doing this more often, every 2 weeks, or whatever.
Welcome. Yeah.
Feedback, welcome. Also, if you guys have any topics you guys want us to discuss, we can discuss them here. Loot chest, really anything. If it's current, we can do it on Taste Tuesday. But like, you know, if it's just some random thing, we can talk about it on here. And I mean, is there anything you guys would you guys think we should maybe do with this? Like, you guys got any ideas, or did it seem like it
No,
worked
that
out
was
well?
pretty like organic. We kind of just went from one topic to the next, and stuff like that. I mean, like, of course, we are gonna have to like think of different shit to fucking talk about.
Of course,
we can't just talk. You know, we can't just have the same flow.
Mm-hmm.
But of course, we always do that. So I mean, it's not. This isn't.
Well, as long as we're talking about whatever we're playing at the time and whatever, you know. I originally thought if we didn't have a whole lot to talk about games we're talking about now, which apparently we did, we could just fall back onto some of the topics from Tasty Tuesday, but and you know, go further into that. But we don't have to do that. So
yeah.
But yeah, just, you know, if you guys always ever have like an idea or something like that, jot it down on your phone and then fucking bring it up for the show or loot chest or whatever. But yeah, it's cool. It'll get better, only get better from here. Prototype test phase worked out. So let us know in the comments below, guys. Did you like this? Listen to a full-on conversation, and add to the conversation. What did you think about some of the things we said? And yeah, let's get the conversation going. But that's gonna do this for this episode of what are we calling it? Fucking
Tastycast.
Work in progress. Yeah, Tastycast podcast.
Episode 1.
Episode 1. Thank you for listening to this long episode. Make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this episode. Make sure to check out our other episodes. And yeah, check us out on Tumblr, Twitter, Taste Loot Gaming. Since I have time, the Tumblr, essentially, if you haven't been there, is just us posting random things, gaming
pictures and stuff. Yeah.
If you like gaming and you're here for fucking that reason, of course, check that out. We always find, you know, all three of us, me, Chevy, and Josh, you know, find a bunch of stuff on Tumblr, and we all kind of add to it. So you know, you got a bunch of different flair from different minds, and we're essentially just sharing with us or each of us, you know, what we like, and anyone else can check that out. Twitter, we're kind of not doing as much as we should be, but I'd like to start.
Use mine pretty often.
Do you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't touch mine that often, but it does update every time I upload a video. So if you're not following us on Twitter, check that out. Follow us on there, because then you'll know when all the videos are up. If there's any news, I've sometimes post on there, but I have not been doing that lately. I think Josh is pretty dead on there.
Yeah, I'm pretty dead on the old Twitter.
Well, and just so it's easier for people to find us, I mean, you can talk to Seth directly at Tasty Loot. Josh, I believe you're at Tasty _Loot _Josh.
Yep.
And then I'm at Chevy Borup.
Yeah.
So.
And then go ahead and follow me on Twitch if you ever want to see me stream, but mostly I'm playing with you guys anyway. Yeah. So, you know, I haven't been doing that as much lately, but I am going to get back into it when I get fucking time, because I miss streaming. It's really fun. I've met some pretty cool people on there. Yeah, what else am I missing here?
Look forward to Tasty Tuesday next Tuesday.
Yeah, Taste Tuesday coming next Tuesday, of course. And Plus Club, play Broforce and Galaxy We've been playing them. We'll be talking about them in depth Friday next week. Until then, thank you for listening. My name's Seth.
Josh.
I'm Chevy.
And we'll see you guys later. Have a good weekend, guys.